We are Siouxland proud. This is KCAU 9 News at 10.
And good Thursday evening. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Tim Seaman.
And I'm Sophie Erber. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously strikes down a legal challenge to the abortion pill mifepristone.
It is the first decision on abortion since the High Court overturned Roe v. Wade 2 years ago. ABC's Perry Rossum gives us a closer look at the ruling in our top story tonight at 10.
After the unanimous decision from the Supreme Court keeping the abortion drug mifepristone available, Vice President Kamala Harris says Americans must remain clear-eyed about the threats to reproductive freedom.
This is not a cause for celebration, because the reality is certain things are still not going to change.
Harris pointing to the current abortion restrictions in more than a dozen states. The Supreme Court rejecting a legal challenge to the FDA's regulation around mifepristone by Alliance for Hippocratic Medicine, lawyers accusing the FDA of unlawfully easing restrictions around the drug. In the court's opinion, Justice Brett Kavanaugh writes, the plaintiffs have failed to demonstrate that FDA's relaxed regulatory requirements would likely cause them to suffer an injury.
We do expect to see copycat lawsuits in either Idaho, Missouri, or Kansas.
The Attorney General of Kansas, Chris Kobach, says it's essential the case continues, adding the states are in a better position to legally challenge access to the drug. Outside the Supreme Court, anti-abortion rights protesters remain hopeful.
This is absolutely not the end of the road. We do believe that we'll be back in the court. There are, women all over the country withstanding who can come forward now. This is just that first step. The door has been open to have this conversation, to put the FDA in check.
A spokeswoman for Danco, the maker of mifepristone, says they're pleased with the decision from the court, calling it an incredibly important case. Perry Rossum, ABC News at the Supreme Court.
And Iowa Representative Marionette Miller Meeks reacted to today's ruling, saying on X, formerly Twitter, in part, today's ruling by the Supreme Court was based on standing of the plaintiffs and was a unanimous decision. It does not delve into the issues of safety or protection of women who are sent abortion pills in the mail with no medical oversight, guidance, or health care if adverse events occur, end quote.
The Iowa Department of Health and Human Services says that 2 babies have been declared safe haven just in the last month. Officials say that a baby girl born on May 15th and a baby boy born May 26th are now in the custody and care of the department. They will be now placed with a foster family until there is permanent placement determined. It's the third case of its nature so far this year. The state's Safe Haven Act gives parents who are in crisis and cannot care for an infant up to 90 days infant up to 90 days old, I should say, to drop that child off at a designated location, such as a fire station or a hospital. Health officials say that a total of 70 infants have been declared safe haven since that lawsuit went into effect. That law went into effect more than 20 years ago.
And you may have seen a large group of motorcyclists in South Sioux City if you were on the road today. They're on a 900-mile ride, and it's all for a good cause. The Rides for Veterans stopped at Siouxland Freedom Park along their journey on the Medal of Honor Highway that goes from Wyoming all the way to Wisconsin. James Greer started the group back in 2021 to raise awareness about veteran suicide and show support for vets nationwide.
The purpose behind this convoy is to show our appreciation for our veterans. It's also to make contact and show appreciation for places like this, which is Freedom Park here in South Sioux City.
The riders continue on their journey of another 450 miles over the weekend, and they will end in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We now know all of the bands booked to play on the Abe stage at next month's Saturday in the Park. As previously announced, Twista headlines the Abe stage at Grandview Park. In all, 9 bands will play the stage dedicated to national, regional, and local hip-hop and rock acts. 2024 marks the 16th year the stage, packed with high-energy acts, has been part of Saturday in the Park. This year's event is July 6th, again at Grandview Park, noon until 10:30. Admission once again free. KCAU-9 is a proud sponsor of the Kids Zone. Bleachers, by the way, was previously announced as the headliner on the main stage band shell. You can look for more Saturday in the Park information at SiouxlandProud.com. Well, school's out for the summer, and while kids are happy to be on vacation, it is important that they don't lose everything they learned the last school year.
That's right. And KCAU-9 News reporter Alyssa Tatch shares how to help prevent that summer learning loss in your kids.
Thanks, Tim and Sophie. Scholastic studies have shown that kids in grades 3 through 5 lose about 20% of their reading gains over the summer break. But the Sioux City Library is hoping to minimize that summer slide.
It's important for kids to keep reading throughout the summer because they've worked so hard with their teachers, with their parents to grow their big brains all school year long. So we just want them to be able to pick up where they left off.
The summer reading program at the Sioux City Public Library is designed to help keep kids at their reading levels.
We have had just a phenomenal interest level of families coming into the library. There's still plenty of time to come into the library and just say, hey, I want to sign up for the summer reading program, and we'll get you started. And kids, when they sign up, get a free book right at the starting point.
This program has helped kids not only stay on track, but give students a chance to find what they like to read.
Summer is a great chance for kids to read about what they love and what they're interested in. That can really help with kids being excited about reading, is when it's a topic that they want to learn more about.
And the Boys and Girls Clubs of Siouxland has a program designed to benefit every grade level.
We want to make sure that kids are outside of a traditional classroom environment, but still getting those creative juices flowing, still using their brains every single day. That includes educational games, lots of different science experiments, fine arts, crafts.
While keeping younger brains active is important for development, getting the teens to keep their brains thinking throughout the summer is essential.
Extremely important, especially for kids at that age, because those are the folks that are a little bit more apt to, kind of sit in their rooms, sit in their homes, not be physically active, not engage with their peers. Getting them into a place like our teen center. We're doing all kinds of different things all summer.
These summer programs not only keep kids occupied, it helps them get a head start on their next school year.
When we look at our kids who attend our school year program and then don't attend our summer program versus kids that attend both, we typically see that kids that are attending both do better the next school year because they've managed to keep their brain engaged.
Experts recommend kids reading at least 15 minutes a day to keep up with their learning level. From the Sioux City Public Library, Alyssa Tatch, KCAU 9 News.
And the second day of the 30th annual Ice Cream Days had plenty of music for people to listen to. That's Ryan Joseph, who plays the violin in country music star Alan Jackson's band. You might have recognized that song. He and his wife, in Remsen, Iowa native singer-songwriter Danica Ports, held a special concert, all part of the 56th annual Prime Bank Ice Cream Social. Now, officials say they are expecting between 2,000 and 3,000 people to come and have a good time.
There have been times where we've gotten into the middle of the night and we've got to go buy more ice cream because we had a big enough, such a crowd that we didn't want to run out. So we've had to kind of improvise a little bit on the run, but it's been great, and the more the merrier, and we love it.
A lot of things, too, for Siouxlanders to go on the third day of Ice Cream Days. If you missed it this afternoon, that includes a scavenger hunt, a carnival, giant games, and a glow foam blower. Should be fun. And speaking of Ice Cream Days, our very own meteorologist Maggie Warren was in Lamar's earlier today.
Indeed, had a chance to greet some of the different folks that were there. She also had a chance to let some folks give their own forecast. Let's see how they did.
We love the weather. It's beautiful today, and hopefully it'll stay that way over the weekend. But if we do have some sprinkles, life is good with sprinkles.
Ice cream's my favorite food, so I'm staying. I don't know if you're going back to Nashville, but I'm staying.
What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Yes.
Normally we see fronts go this way or this way, if I'm not mistaken, but I see an ice cream front starting in Lamar's and then actually moving out, so all around.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a nice front come through, so we're going to have some great weather with a side of humid. I think that's going to definitely be the main thing. Don't you think, Cole? Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's looking for sunny weather the next few days. I think it'll be really hot overall, but Saturday morning we might get a little rain, but that shouldn't damper anyone's fun because there's going to be lots going on Saturday morning besides the parade for everybody to enjoy. Make sure you visit the Plymouth County Fair for the best 5 days of summer at the end of July.
Just come on down to Lamar's. Life is sweet here, and we have so much going on for Ice Cream Days. Check out all the events on icecreamdays.com.
Plenty to see the next few days and enjoy there in Lamar's. Tomorrow, KCAU's Hometown Proud series hits the road again, and we're headed to Holstein this time. Both our 5 and 6 o'clock newscasts will include live coverage from Holstein, exploring the town's history and culture, as well as what is a pretty strong business climate for a small community. It's Kinderfest weekend there, so plenty happening for the youngsters. And it's also the 50th class reunion for graduates from 1974. Be sure to be with us tomorrow, live from Holstein. Sophie will be there with our cast of characters. I'll be back here on the desk.
That's right, and I still can't get over the ice cream cones predicting the
pretty
weather.
Nice little costume.
And sprinkles. The pun was just too perfect. I'm going to leave it at that.
You had sprinkles right on them. We'll be seeing sprinkles. Sadly, they'll be seeing those sprinkles at the ice cream days.
Lots and lots of sprinkles, not the tasty kind.
Yes, but you know, it'll be the great kind to enjoy with the with the warmer weather that we'll be having. Taking a look outside, we'll see that right now, taking a look out from the studio camera, we see that conditions have been pretty clear and quiet in the region, much less active than the severe thunderstorms that we had in the region yesterday, just a few hours ago, back 24 hours ago. With temperatures are currently at 72 degrees. It feels like temperatures at 77, and we see humidity beginning to climb a little bit, but we'll be seeing these temperatures drop with the clear skies overnight that we're seeing with the Gateway reporting. Nothing but clear skies and winds from the north at 8 miles per hour. Currently, temperatures in the region in the 70s for most of us, 72 in Yankton, 75 in Norfolk, and we'll see that traveling to our northeast, we do cool off a bit with some 70s out by Sheldon and Esterville and Spencer. Our Seoul 60 at 67 degrees, as the rest of Siouxland will be seeing dew points that are in the 50s. So we've actually started to see them dropping, but we're expecting some southern air to move in. We can see that Omaha at 65. They'll start to see more moisture brought in through the overnight hours, allowing for the shift of winds and moisture being brought in, which will begin to increase these humidity values in the region, allowing us to see a little bit of patchy fog through the morning hours tomorrow, right around daybreak, that will get burnt off with the sunshine and warming temperatures that we'll be seeing, with winds currently flowing out from the north, but beginning to shift a little bit and become slightly more eastern and under 10 miles per hour, so still staying quiet. Looping radar here in Siouxland has been quiet. We did see a few showers out to our northeast for the morning hours, which we see closer towards I-35 at the beginning of the radar, but they traveled east and moved out of the forecast region, and we'll see that that's not been the case for all of what is the tri-state region, because out in Iowa we saw developing showers and storms that were severe by Ottumwa that shifted and moved further south through portions of central Illinois and parts of northern Missouri. So they've been under severe thunderstorm watches with a few severe thunderstorm warnings out there, but we're still remaining quiet here in Siouxland as we see a few sprinkles trying to form up through the afternoon hours tomorrow, as these are going to be light showers, only giving us trace amounts of rainfall, and we see that system push further south and then continuing with a few showers that are going to be hitting the Lincoln area and by Grand Island over by Omaha. So we'll be staying clear of it still, but then we have more widespread showers and storms kicking off through the morning hours of Saturday and then continuing onwards as that warm front slides closer and closer, with conditions looking to be a little bit warmer later on, actually on Saturday, as those showers pass through and we see a second batch of developing showers and storms beginning to move into the region through the afternoon on Saturday, which will lead to severe potential across the viewing area, as we see that covering much of the Siouxland region and extending through eastern portions of Nebraska as those sprinkles move through on Friday. You can see, as I mentioned, most of us only seeing tenths of an inch, if that, looking at hundredths really, but then through the evening is when we start to see more widespread showers increasing across the region, with increasing totals specifically for northern and southern parts of the viewing area, but it's not till the afternoon on Saturday that we start to see more appreciable rain totals getting closer towards that half-inch mark across the region. Temperatures overnight in the upper 50s. We'll be seeing winds from the north shifting, so by tomorrow morning we're dealing with a little bit of patchy fog, and temperatures in the mid 80s, just a little bit cooler than today, but that sunshine that we'll start off with will be helping us feel a little bit warmer. We'll see the conditions still very similar for the 9-on-9, showers and storms on Saturday, drier for Father's Day, as the rest of it still shows a blanket of storms and showers extending across the region through the upcoming work week, That's going to be lasting until the end of the week. So really looking more like April rain still in Siouxland with that extensive rain forecast.